hit that like button and we can move forward. I want to say first, Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas. I pray that you and your family had an amazing celebration. Um, I pray that you aren't in pain. I pray that you aren't suffering with anything. And if you are, just do me a favor and read 1 Corinthians 10:13. Read that for me. Was it second Corinthians 10:13? There have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above which you are capable, but will provide a door to escape so that you will be able to bear it. Pretty much letting us know that there's nothing new under the sun that anybody go through. Don't think that you're special simply because you have an ailment, because you lost a family member, because you lost a pet, because you don't have money, the amount of money that you feel you deserve to have. None of us have what we deserve to have. Not even the pain and suffering that we deserve to have based off of the sins that we put out into this world. So I just want y'all, before we move forward and making sure that we are healed, yes, we can get into the to our bag of the Bible and all that other stuff, right? But we must first check ourselves. We must first understand that God bless us with grace and mercy. Okay, a lot of grace and a lot of mercy. What's grace? Um, Grace is when we receive way more blessings than we deserve. None of us are good enough, if you really think about it, to have that beautiful family that we have, that amazing house that we have, the cars that we drive, all the blessings that we have in our lives. Don't think that you're good enough for that, that you deserve that. You don't deserve that. You really don't. None of us do. For real. That's grace. That's God's grace. That's showing us that you are my child. And because you are my child, I'm going to give you the best of the best of the best of the best, even if you don't deserve it, even if you have sinned, even if you got lust in your heart, even if you smoke a little bit of weed, like I wish I can daggone smoke. Oh, I wish I could smoke it. Oh my God, I wish I could smoke it. Y'all just don't know. You talking about smiling through your damn pain? Woo! I am smiling through my pain. And it's not that I am hooked on weed. It's just simply I have a lot of stuff that goes through my mind. And weed does something where it silence a whole lot of anxiety, things that I could be thinking about. It's not things that I'm worrying about, but my mind is just going 1,000 miles a minute. And I'm just always thinking about something. And one thing that weed does, it allows me to calm down and just focus on one task. Sometimes, though, it makes me lazy as fuck. Okay. But so I try to stay away from it too much. But after I found that abscess on my stomach, and I went to the doctor, and they laid me down like a damn woman and gave me an ultrasound to see what if there was any liquid in the abscess. They couldn't see it, so they put an IV in my arm and put some type of liquid in my arm, and they sent me to receive a CAT scan. And in the CAT scan, it said that I had a 7 millimeter pulmonary nodule on my lungs, and that and I had and when I went to my doctor's appointment, I made sure that my wife was on speakerphone the entire time. Only reason why is because she was concerned. My stomach got the abscess on my stomach got really big, and it was extremely painful for anything to touch it, and it was at my waistline. So my underwears, which was touching it, my pants was touching it, my shirts that was tucked in my everything was touching it, and it hurt, was painful as hell. But I had some of the most amazing conversations with the nurses, with the doctors. That's just the type of person that I am. When I'm around people, I like to find out who they are and show my appreciation for them. All right. I'm going to get back to the grace and mercy thing. I promise you, I'm not leaving that. But I'm just talking about my pain, right? And when I went through the CAT scan and found out that I had something on my lungs, so my wife heard that, she automatically jumped to cancer, right? Cancer. So since it was 7 millimeters, I figured okay, the doctor said it was too small. They don't even worry about it, but we do have to look at you again in 6 months. So in 6 months, 5.5 months now, I will have another CAT scan to see what it looked like and blah, 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 blah. But anyway, because of that scare, I said, I'm just going to stop smoking weed because that more than likely came from smoking. That's what the doctor said anyway. And I wasn't smoking a whole poop ton of weed, but I was smoking probably like a half a J a day, a half a like 2 or 3 pulls a day. But anyway, if that was enough to give me 7 millimeters, 7 millimeter pulmonary nodule on my lungs, then Van will just chill off of that. And when I go back, I'll see what it is, right? But anyway, so so I'm glad that God blessed me. God blessed me with that pain. God blessed me with that abscess. God blessed me with that abscess because if it weren't for God, then I wouldn't have seen that abscess on my stomach, right? And I wouldn't have found out that I had that nodule on my lungs, and I wouldn't have stopped smoking weed that could potentially prevent that nodule from getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger because I felt like everything was great inside that I can continue to smoke. It was nothing physically telling me that I should stop smoking. I wasn't coughing a whole lot. I wasn't very slow to speak. I wasn't slow to think. It wasn't a lot going on with me negatively that will stop me from smoking weed. I want y'all to understand that. I'm extremely healthy. I'm healthy. I drink a poop ton of water. I drink a bunch of water. I drink a bunch of juices. I take care of myself. I exercise a lot. I'm a skinny brother already, but I eat right. You know what I mean? I really take care of myself. So I wouldn't have known about that nodule on my lungs if it weren't for that abscess on my stomach, right? Sometimes that's how God bless us, man. God would, that's how sometimes God will bless us with pain so that we can have another look, have someone who's trained to look at us, look us over, check us out, tell us what's going on inside of us that we wouldn't have seen if it weren't for that pain, right? Sometimes when we aren't blessed with a career, finances, or something happens in our life, it calls us to focus and slow down doing whatever we were doing before and just focus on how to move forward and fix issues, right? I would have known to slow down my smoking if it weren't for that pain in my stomach, if it weren't for that ultrasound, if it weren't for that scan, I wouldn't have known at any event. So God blessed me with that. So that's the grace that God put on us. Like he look out for us, protect us from seen and unseen dangers without us even knowing. We don't know if somebody was peeking around our bushes or looking inside our windows or around in our backyard or anything like that, shaking at our door handles. We don't know. We don't know what happened. We were asleep. You know what I mean? We were resting. We were enjoying the protection that God put over us. So that's what I'm talking about. We need to learn how to smile in our pain because we are far more blessed than we give credit. We are far more blessed than we acknowledge. Most times we complain and we complain and we complain and we just think about the stuff that we don't have. We think about our lack and it continues to fuck us up. Look at this country. Look at how divided we are. Look at how somebody could die on a daggone train from somebody trying to protect everybody else. And that person that's trying to protect everybody is demonized. And the person that's trying to demonize other people is humanized. This person didn't know what he was doing. He was out of his mind. He wasn't going to do anything to anybody. He was homeless. He didn't have any money. He didn't have this. It's like the world has flipped. Demons are taking over. And it's high time that we start acknowledging how the good that we have. And if there's anything that's bad in our vicinity, then we need to do something about it or shut the fuck up, period. But anyway, So God bless us with way more blessings than we deserve. Thank you so much for this super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. You keep up the good work. Much love to you guys. Um, so so I want you guys to smile through your pain because our grace, the grace that God show us is more than sufficient. All right? Keep that in mind. All right? And then the mercy. The mercy. Oh my gracious, the mercy. Ooh, that's when we aren't punished for what we deserve to be punished for. The stuff that's just swept under the rug that nobody else has seen, but God knows. Nobody else has heard us say, but God knows. We might not have committed the act, but God knows from our heart. You have sinned. If it's in your heart, you have sinned. You all know that. No, this is no late night Bible study or anything like that. I'm just trying to speak to my people. I'm trying to speak to my people who I actually love, and I believe you love me as well. Who I want the best for you, who I believe want the best for me as well, right? Um, so and thanks. You are just something else. You are something else, Ginger T. Crafts. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the super chat. All right. So the mercy part. So we aren't punished for the things that we should be punished for. Let me close this out. We aren't punished for the things we should be punished for. And thank you again for the super chat. The things that we think about and have done don't equal we shouldn't be as blessed as we are based off of the shit that we have done in the dark, based off of the things that we have thought about doing, got away with, or people connected to us have gotten away with. It's not only about us, because we are but a seed, but from our seed come branches. And that could be our children, that could be our grandchildren, that could be our friends, that could be anybody that we're connected to. And when we say things to them, spend time with them, and we add to their lives, we water their seeds the same way they do us. We are now connected to them. When we have sex with somebody, we're connected to them. You know what I mean? When we have conversations with people, deep conversations with people, we share our intimate parts of our lives with we are connected, right? So that's the mercy. We do so much shit that we aren't punished for, but yet we feel we have the gall, we have the nerve to complain about anything. We have the nerve to act as if we don't have way more than we deserve. And that's another issue that's going on in this country. People who feel like they deserve something, like somebody can just go shoot somebody in the face, but then when the police catch them and try to lock them up, if they, yeah, the police shouldn't treat him like that. Get off of him. Get off his neck. He can't breathe. You ain't gotta put him in. You ain't gotta put him in handcuffs. The demon become the good guy because people feel entitled to ask for better, even if they don't deserve it. We are so fucking spoiled that we feel like everything should be our way, even if we don't deserve it, even when. I'm not going to say if, when. The fact that we do not deserve as much as we're blessed with. And that's why we need to smile through our pain. We're too blessed to complain as much as we do. We're too blessed to fight as much as we do. We're too blessed to think that we're above somebody else. You're not. You're the same as somebody else. You're the same as everybody else. I don't give a damn if you're white, black, Hispanic, Asian. It does not matter. African, it don't matter. I do believe America is better than other countries, but it's not because the people are just humanly, I mean, like we deserve more simply because we're Americans. No, it's because we put the work in. It's because people have fought, bled, died for what we have, for the Constitution that we run on. We have a phenomenal system. There's a lot of hatred still out there. But some of that hatred is in you. If you quit bullshitting and you acknowledge the truth, you will realize that some of that hatred is in you. And the energy that you receive is coming back simply because you put that shit out there in the atmosphere. You fucking deserve it. That's something you deserve. Sometimes the negative energy that come back to us, that boomerang back to us, that's exactly what it is. It's boomerang, boomerang, back to us. We deserve it. So let's not get shit twisted, please. Yes, a lot of people in the LFR family, a lot of my supporters, you guys are absolutely amazing. Because of you, my family's Christmas this year was freaking phenomenal. First of all, let me get back to this. Merry Christmas to all of you. I pray that you had a phenomenal Christmas with your families. I pray that you smiled, that you took pictures, that you showed love, that you received love. I pray all of those beautiful things happen to you and your families. But if it did not, if that fairy tale did not fall inside of your home, and the woe is me bullshit, keep it to yourself because you're still blessed. Just want to put that out there. You're still blessed. Although I wish all of those amazing, beautiful, wonderful things happen for you and your family, you don't fucking deserve it. I hope it did happen because it's a phenomenal feeling. It was a phenomenal feeling to wake up this morning next to my wife, to hear her speak to me, kiss me, and then get up, go downstairs, and cook breakfast for the entire family. It was phenomenal that I can take my sweet time in my home, jump in the shower, and just get dressed in my little Christmas, get up, go downstairs, wrap gifts last minute, that I'm able to purchase gifts for people. I'm able to look out for people. You mentioned something, the holiday season is coming. I want to bless you and make you smile. And I actually have the resources to go out there to the store and do this for you. Please. And y'all want to act, y'all want to fucking complain all the time? Bullshit. I will cuss your ass out and then hug you afterwards because that's how much I love you. Cut the shit. We are far more blessed than we give credit. God's grace and God's mercy is more than enough. And if my cursing bother you, I apologize. Don't mean it, I'm gonna stop. But you're an adult. You can make the decision to no longer listen to me. I wouldn't want that. But if you got to do that, I understand. And also, I want to say this before I say anything else. Angel Trigger Caloris. I don't know if I know I'm not saying your name right, but Angel, you are one of the most beautiful spirits I've ever met in my life. And I have never met you physically, only online. She has been supporting my channel forever. And she is an amazing spirit. She's just such a good woman. And she's white. I've never spoken like this about a white woman. Yes, I have. One. Just one other white woman. Her name is Mary Hanlon. She was an engineer for Department of Defense, and she looked out for me. She looked out for me. There was some other white women that I met that I worked with who were cool, but none of them was Mary Hanlon. Italian, she came from I think her family's from Sicily. She's Sicilian. Um, um, she used to bake me cookies, bake me cakes. She spoke to the managers to get me moved up in my career. I didn't graduate college. In the federal government, you move up based off of the amount of degrees you have, not the experience you have, which is kind of fucked up because when I actually moved up, I did some amazing work. I was doing the type of work that environmental engineers do, and I was doing it better than them. And I was not, I was far from an engineer. I'm not trying to pat myself on the shoulder. I'm just saying, Mary Hanlon, she was one of the people who made sure that I had the opportunity to do that. And I thank you so much. But to get back to Angel, Angel, you are an amazing young lady, and I really appreciate you. And I pray that you and your family continue to be blessed with all that you have gone through. You just smile and you take care of people and you love on people and you still show up and you bless content creators like myself and others. I appreciate that. Lisa Marie, you're another one. You're always blessing me. You're always blessing other content creators. You're always fighting a good fight online. Yeah, you're just, I don't know how you do it. You got your own family. You're married. You got an amazing family of your own, and you're loving on them, and you still find time to pour into content creators like myself and make sure that we have what we need to continue to move forward. I thank you for that. I really do. There's many other people that I would like to thank, but I'm not going to do that. I just wanted to thank them too, specifically because they are extremely instrumental to myself and other content creators. And it's high time that a lot of content creators look at the people who are helping them and just simply say thank you. Blue Rose, thank you. Shoemaker, thank you. Renee, thank you. Katarina, thank you. B, thank you. You guys are fucking phenomenal. Thank you. Merry Christmas to every one of you. Hopefully you don't miss my message. If you are going through something right now, continue to pray on that thing. Continue to thank God for all of your blessings too. Okay? Whenever you pray, let me tell you something that helped me out a lot. And I don't know if you've read my about me. You're like, Brother Van is always talking about God. Well, I've been in ministry for a long freaking time. And they called me the cussing Christian, the brother that was not trying to make it into heaven, but was simply trying to do God's work the way that he would have me do it. That's it. Don't want anything from it, God. Just let your will be done. Silence me and speak through me. That's it. But we have a tendency, especially us people who are talented, gifted, can sing, can speak. Sometimes we get so arrogant and we believe it's about us. We believe that we are the one that's shifting the atmosphere. We believe that it's us that's bringing people to God. We believe that. We start to think so highly of ourselves, not understanding that we are but a freaking seed. Smile through your pain. Please smile through your pain. If you don't smile through your pain, I hope you have somebody in your life that you love who can slap the shit out you and wake you up just to let you know how blessed you are. That part.